Okay, guys, and welcome back to Hellion, or Hellion. I'm going to keep saying it wrong. I went back and fully healed. I also opened up some treasures and made sure I equipped everything. So why don't we get a good overlook of everybody here? As you can see, everyone is fully healed. And here's our equipment choices. Pissarro's staying on the dagger. He didn't really have many better things to do. And I didn't really need to give him any more defensive stuff, so I gave it to everyone else. Christo got a Mage Mail of Attack, which is a little bit better defense, so good for him. But otherwise, doesn't really have much different. I gave him the Basilisk Amulet for poison immunity. Juliet's with Dagger. Got Scale Mail of Attack passed down to her. Well, you can see some of the new items here, but I decided against it. The Robe of Mine only goes 5 intelligence. Not worth it right now. Got the Damaged Helm, which is something. It's better than nothing in the helmet slot. And again, immunity poison, because we're going to be fighting some Babbles soon. Alanin doesn't have many good choices here. The both of those items that he has available to him are going to be two-handed, and I'd rather have him with a shield here at least. Let's see, got Tunic of Mind. It helps with his intelligence slightly. It's like Robe of Mind, but the robe is less defense than a tunic, so there you go. No helmet right now, and of course, I gave him the Avoiding Cloak for now. I could give him the Basilisk, because that way, majority of us are immune to poison except for Pissarro, which is fine. Alright. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and confront these losers. Even if you hide, it doesn't matter. These ones can see through hide because I guess they're boss types.
Yum yum, humans sure do make for a tasty treat, hoo hoo hoo. Gah, more humans. Boys, get 'em!
And here we go. It's going to be a bunch of fights here. I'm going to clear out the Babble fights off screen after this first one, just so you know. For now, I'm going to go ahead and try to steal. You can't ambush them either, by the way. All right, why don't we kill that one? Why don't you try stunning them so they don't get a turn to attack? Good, it worked. And you could gem missile the one that we've been working on. Nice. Your turn to steal. Nice. These guys are like not too bad. They can be just annoying, that's all. They're going to attack, you're going to attack, and you're going to attack. There you go. Alright, I'll meet you after I fight the rest of these, so see you afterwards. Okay, I defeated them and I had to run away because that guy could instantly grab me and I didn't want to get grabbed. So now let's go for the fight. Everyone is in good health for the most part. Alanin has a little less MP than I'd like, but that's okay. But yeah, as you can see, no matter what, this is going to be hard. There's probably going to be some deaths here. Luckily, I saved a little beforehand, but still. Alright. This is a case where we do not want to bother with using steel. We want to get the damage in. Also, I got to unlock some scrolls here, by the way, so there you go. We have some Resurrect, and we have 3 Resurrects and 1 Phoenix down. So if someone dies, we have options at least. I'm going to use Caltrops, which does physical damage to everybody. He's asleep. Great. Why don't you use Firewall, which does weak fire damage to a group, which is everybody. Nice! Awesome. That was needed. Now I'm going to have her use Sap to make it a little easier to get through. We don't have a way to wake him up right now, unfortunately. Now I'm going to try stealing. Good, we got a book. Also, I don't know why, but every now and then he auto-steals. It seems like he steals multiple times. I don't know if that goes up with level or if that's one of the skills I've got. I don't know for sure, but there you go. It's something, alright. Let's see. We could try stunning him. It worked! That was the other option if we couldn't attack everybody like that. But that's where a lot of help comes from, all these skills and all that. Anyway, we don't really need anything here, so why don't we just attack? Alanin woken up. He's our heavier hitter, too, so that fight ended up going a lot easier thanks to being more set up. If you're not prepared, it can fuck you up because he has an area of effect attack. But we got a forage. And there you go. Ornate chest and all around. Alright, and what about you, sir?
Be gone, foul demons. Let me die in peace. Tell Reia I love her.
And he dies.
I will see you soon, my wife.
Oh, then he dies. And what we got here? Rorik's Signet. That's right, that's the item that we needed for our quest. Well, so why don't we go ahead and return to town. It's not too not too long of a run either. Just woo, right there. Now that we got it, we can go ahead and turn it in. Also, some characters may have some different things to say, and our detection may be up that we find new treasures. If I talk to you, anything new? No. Thank you. But anyway, let's talk to... Oh, hello! A new item! It's a bag. Let's talk to her.
Have you found the signet?
Alright, I'm gonna say no. Let's save. Because I don't know if I have enough persuasion here. I found the signet? Yes.
May I have it back?
I believe your alignment's supposed to go up if you say yes, it's my honor to give. However, I don't think it actually does work. If you try to persuade and fail, your alignment goes down. She'll still give you a reward, but your alignment will go down, and it's generally not worth it because it's only like a little bit of gold. If you say, no, I am keeping it, she will say, if you change your mind, please come back, or something like that, I believe. So I'm going to say yes for a reward.
Yes, I can see the trouble you went through to recover the signet. Here, take this.
2 gold, 250 gold.
Thank you, stranger, for returning my father's signet.
That means my persuasion worked, by the way, so no disalignment there.
You have no idea how much this means to me.
Sorry, I'm fast forwarding a little.
I would like to share with you a secret, a deep, dark secret of my own. I try to keep it hidden, but you are so strong. Your soul is so powerful that I must tell you what I saw weeks ago.
She saw us.
I'm sorry, Pissarro. There's nothing more I can do for you. I know this secret is a terrible burden for you to bear, for it is for me as well. Pissarro, you cannot resist the despair for so long. It will kill you. You must give in to the pull, follow where the attraction leads you, and perhaps then you will find peace and salvation.
I will do what you advise, Abbess. You have always been good to me. Huh. So she saw something about us.
May you find peace and salvation, Pissarro, or the world is doomed. Did that really happen? I fear to know more, but I feel that I must look deeper if ever another vision strikes me. I fear salvation lies with what I see. Please, I am tired. Leave me now.
And that's some plot. You don't actually have to turn that in, by the way. You can just keep it. But, yeah, storyline. So, there you go. Anyway, I'm going to go looking around to see who I could steal from, what items I can get, and I'll just kind of cut to those moments so you don't have to see me floundering. So, I'll be right back. Alright, we can actually steal from this guy. It's all thresholds for some people. We can steal from him, and we can steal from the wife here. It's random stuff for them, though. I just wanted to show that off. But also, at the Dancing Ponies Inn, we have some new party members. Unfortunately, this is one of the characters that you can't get if you're male.
A manly fellow like yourself is of no interest to me. Good day.
It's only for females, just like Juliet was only for males. But this guy's a bard, and he has some of the skills that Pissarro has, but it's more about the singing parts and all that. And a couple statuses, other statuses or something too. And this guy,
your excessive holiness offends me. Be gone.
Is a pure fire mage. He's kind of one note, but you can only get him if you are leaning evil. Not really worthwhile. Her.
Well, hello, I'm Baguette. I am a warrior mercenary just passing through Saladar, and it looks as though you could use my help. For a reasonable rate, I can be hired. I'm quite skilled with swords. Well, does that sound good to you?
If you say yes, my rate is 600. We could probably get it down to 300. But with her, every now and then, you have to pay her again. That part's not too bad for a thief, but some classes, your money is more valuable than anything else. For now, see you later. And she's sort of like this guy who she can fight pretty well, but she does... Instead, she has a couple skills. Not a lot of MP to use them, but mostly elemental slashes, I believe. And maybe a couple that can hit area of effects. She's not too bad, but I don't think I'll be using her yet. At least I don't think for him, anyway. And him, he's nothing but a pure brute. I don't think I'll be using him for this either. Here's a couple others. We have a monk. The monk we'll be getting, but much later. If we get our persuasion high enough, he will just join us. He is quiet. If you'd like to join my party. If I try to persuade, he says no. If I try to just ask him, though, he wants 2,000 gold. And I could try to persuade him, though, further. For her, you need to have a minimum of, I think it's like 25 persuasion, but she is very useful, by the way. If you say, oops, sorry, she's then get out of here. If I'm looking for a mage, get out of here. And if your persuasion's not high enough,
Oh, are you? Well, keep looking, for this mate's not for hire, no matter how charming you may try to be. Now get lost.
once your persuasion's high enough, you got her. And we already know about the thief. So, I figured I'd go over all the other party members that you can get. I'll probably be testing each and every one of them eventually. Right now, I want to save up for Mara, the wizard in the bath, and maybe get the monk along too. I'll probably replace Krista with the monk, and I'll Anon with the Mara. But for now, I'm not really interested. Anyway, I'll cut to something more interesting in a bit. Okay, I accidentally found a bag, and I want to make sure I showed it off too. But there's one right over there, and there's another hidden item over here. Otherwise, there's nothing really too interesting around town right now. Oh, but there is one thing I could do, is show off some things. But before I do, I open up a bunch of stuff, and I got some new items. This is the changes in equipment. Not a lot right now, but got a Savage Dagger, gave it to Christo so he can do a little bit more physical damage. Not that he needs to. Too much. Juliet, I think, has the same gear as she did before. And all in got a Tunic of Int, which is plus 15 Int, which will be great for casting magic for now. Also going to be good for when Mara replaces him eventually. But otherwise, generally the same gear. Wanted to show that off. But why don't we go ahead and do some gossip now. Again, this is why I'm going to have this in chapters. So, gossip. She will talk about everyone. Horatio.
Horatio is the village elder. He is very wise, and everyone respects his opinions. Reia, his granddaughter, is the only family he has left. His daughter died of a strange illness, and his son-in-law went mad and ran off into the pit. I'm not sure how he holds himself together, but he does a fine job running this village. I'm going to cut between every time we finish something so that you guys don't have to see me going back into the menu, because I'm going to mess up in the menu often. So, after this one, you'll see cutaways, alright? So let's go to Reia. Ah, poor Reia. Such a tragic life for one so young. Born, her father and her mother have died. Both her father and mother died under the most distressing circumstances. She has become very reclusive and shut in since then. Though she's always been an odd child. I hear that she has visions every now and then. Strange stuff, if you ask me.
Kingsley.
Boy, is that one a loony? Kingsley has been crazy for, 15 years now. His wife killed herself out of the blue one day, or so I hear. That's the day he went nuts. He wanders around the burial grounds all day.
Severus.
This guy needs to be taken down a few pegs. Haughty and arrogant sums up that peacock, though he does make a mean potion, I must admit. Speak to him if you ever need a healing potion or the like.
Alright, now it's Albus.
Good old reliable Albus. He runs a small school here in Saladar. I heard rumors that he used to be a court historian years and years ago, but he's never mentioned it. His ability to decipher runes is unmatched. Talk to him or his students if you want to learn about the way things work around here.
Next up, Arcana.
Don't really know much about her. She keeps to herself in her little dark underground house. I know that she and Severus do not get along. I'd probably just keep away from her. I get bad vibes from that one.
Cholbert. Which one's Cholbert again?
Cholbert is the most content man I've ever met.
Oh, right. He's the innkeeper.
He happily runs the Dancing Ponies Inn here in Saladar. All sorts of people pass through there. If you're ever looking for a little help, that's the place to look.
Next up is the black market guy, Jive.
Jive is one sketchy guy. He's been in jail more times than I can count. Everyone knows he's a thief and pickpocket, but he's so sly and cunning that he's rarely been caught out. Why Horatio puts up with him, I don't know. He does, however, have a nice collection of skeleton keys. They open most any lock, useful for when you've lost your own keys.
Alright, and now someone we haven't met yet, Taloon.
Taloon is a rarities merchant that visits our little village from time to time. His stuff is expensive, but you'll probably find something that you wouldn't normally get your hands on in your regular travels.
Alright, we're on the last page now. Now it's Pablo the priest.
Pablo is a strange duck, isn't he? He's the priest or shaman or whatever you want to call him at the old temple. He's quite the mystic and very knowledgeable too. If you're ever stuck in a quest, he probably has a little hint to help you out. I hear he can bring souls back from the dead. Creepy.
Now Grissom, her husband? Yeah.
Grissom's my husband and the blacksmith in these parts. Don't let his taciturn demeanor fool you. He's a soft yet hard. He pines after dragon ore day and night. Talk to him about it sometime.
Yeah, eventually we'll find some. Alright, we're coming up on the last two now. Higgins.
I like your old Master Higgins. He's always got a good tale to tell and an adventure to recount.
Yeah, he's the guy that teaches us stuff underneath the school.
He's growing a tad senile in his old age, though, but he can still teach you a thing or two.
And lastly, herself.
Me? Me, I'm just an old busybody with too much time on her hands. I'd much rather talk about other people.
And that's everybody then. I don't think there's anything left in town to do, so we can go on and move ahead after I heal up a bit to the next level of the dungeon. Actually, I lied. I have one more thing I'm going to do, since I could afford it. We're going to do some training. So we're going to do some general ability training. And it's not for free, and I've showed this once before, but we're going to say, how about 1250? But every time you ask for some, it goes up by like double, sometimes triple, or something like that. But yeah, I was able to persuade him down for 1250. And we get an extra 2. Not that the thief really needs it, but you may as well use it. And now the price is going to go up. It's now 5,000, but you can get down to 2,500. But our persuasion's not that high anyway. So, but now, when we go to our skill set, we have 2 extra points to play with, too. I'm already maxed out at most stuffs here, though, sadly. Yeah. Oh, Decipher. There you go. We'll get a little bit more into Decipher. Alright, anyway, now I'll meet you back in the pit. Alright, let's go to our new place now. The new level of the dungeon. We already have a monster, and that guy's a little bit tough. So I'm going to sneak away. I think this one's going to be basic. A basic fight? Let's find out. Pickpocket and fight. Oh, it's a horde of slimes. But we did surprise them. I don't think you need to see me stealing through everything, though, so I will just finish this fight off screen and be right back. There we go, and after that, Pizarro reaches level 4. Nice. One problem is we're hidden, so our stamina's about to go out, too. But awesome. Alright, and we could forage, and why don't we go right over here, and I'll be right back after I've applied everything I can. Alright, and now you can see everything I changed for the most part. I'm trying to keep things somewhat even, except for hide. So, that's my reasoning. I'm not going to go over everything I just did, though. So, you can just see them. And next is the skills. I will be right back once I figure them out. Okay, I settled on Lullaby like I was thinking last time. I was debating on saving more and maybe go with... Remedity instead, because Remedity will cure all bad stats for your party. And Rogue MP, while low, isn't really... You don't use it for too much anyway. But these skills are free, they just have a lower chance to work. Though they do have still a decent amount of chance. So, but alright, that's it for there. Now we have a new enemy to encounter, so why don't we, well, encounter him. And he's going to be tough. Some people might die, like, immediately. Oh, but we did surprise him, so that's good. Gonna steal as usual. You're going to attack. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, blind him. That's good. And you can now gem missile. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. He has a double attack, so I want to make sure. Did I steal already? I think I did. Ah, you missed. Yeah, the double attack is pretty powerful, and it could really hurt, so you don't want to have to deal with that. Oh, stop missing! Sap? Nah, I don't think the sap is needed at this point. Okay, there you go. Yeah, luckily I neutered him pretty fast. Alright. But we have a couple things to look around here. Nothing in there. That's a waste of a room. We have another impy thing there. But first things first, we can lockpick through there. I think this is one of those chests that have a set item in here. Let me find out. Oh no, it's just a small metal. Okay. I'm fine with that. Alright, I'm going to show off this fight. Because we haven't had a good fight to see with this guy. Oh, it failed! Ooh, now you're definitely going to see what he can do. He just tried attacking and failed. Now our rows are mixed up too. I'm still going to steal. It just cast something on us, but I don't know what. We seem to be okay. Sorry, sometimes fast forward does that. And by fast forward, I mean me. Let's stun. And gem missile. Stun gets interrupted if you attack physically. I don't think magically, though. I'm pretty sure I tried stealing one, so I'll leave it at that. Also, we can lullaby if we wanted to as well. But now he's unstunned. Oh, he has area of effect magic. That's what he has. And we don't have heal us yet. We gotta get rid of him. We don't have mute either. Try sapping him, then. And you keep gem missiling. Best damage we can get. There we go. A little bit tough, but now you can see why this guy is actually pretty hard. Aha! Hidden chest there. Any others? Let me use my stamina. Nope. But in this one, we want to hit a series of switches to get to the next area. So that was that area's spot. And we have thanks to being able to see where the trap is, that enemy can't go through. It's kind of funny. I'm going to go left for the next part here, though. But before I do, I'm going to heal off screen and be right back. Alright, I healed up, but I also forgot to mention, I also bought a little bit of things. Mostly a little bit more status webs and minor healing herbs in case I need to save some MP. We also get some items from our random drops as well, so you can't buy mana potions from Severus. You have to be evil in order to buy any mana. But you can find them easily enough, so it's not too bad. And here's all the scrolls we've gotten so far. There's also some items you didn't see in the equipment screen because none of one can equip them. Anyway, we can lockpick. Let's take on you. Are you gonna have a? If it's a fight we've seen before, I'm going to skip it. Skip showing it. It is. I'll be right back then. Alright, we beat it, and both Krista and Juliet leveled up, and Juliet learned Mute. That's going to be useful. And Alanin learned Windstorm and Vine Totem. That's where he starts getting much more useful. I'll show those off in battle next time. Also, how's our health? Mostly okay. I'm going to save, because things might go wrong. We're not proficient in Bash. This is a Bash-only wall. We hurt ourselves, 8 damage to everybody, but not too bad. It could have been worse. A book, and a locked door thing, which we get a chest. Okay, we're all set then. Alright, over here we have some new creatures too. I'm gonna save again. Let's hide, disarm, and let's take care of this Draki. If it's, as usual, repeat battles, I'm just gonna skip. You'll see the beginning of, and then it'll go away. Yep. Alright, I took care of that, and I realized I could have showed off some of the other abilities, the new abilities and all that, but don't worry about it. Also, something to note, without the DLC that I mentioned before, you don't get damaged by these poison tiles, but if you install it, you do. It's weird. I think they forgot to update that or something. It's not that big of a deal, though, and I kind of don't mind abusing it. So we're going to go down first to get this treasure. It's an intricate chest, which I think has relics, if I remember right. Alright, so we have a fight to cut here. Oh, this one wants to fight first. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, why don't we fight him? And again, if it's a setup we've seen before... Oh, this one, pickpocket failed. But we've seen this before. Okay, took care of that. Anyway, let's try taking you out. And we get a couple ants. We did surprise them, though. Alright, I'm going to show off this fight, even though we've seen it once already. Try stealing once. You don't need to heal right now. Attack. Alright, so Mute does what you think it does. It silences an enemy. Turn Undead we haven't shown off. Blind we haven't either. Blind is going to be a little... is only a single target, so it's a little trickier right now. But I'm going to go ahead and blind the other one. Because I'm expecting the other one to die faster. Alanin's got Windstorm, which does damage to everybody now. It's pretty weak, but it's something. Gem Missile's still there. And Vine Totem is one of the best things I can use to recover in battle. It gives you HP and MP over time, so I just give it to everybody, and they can't be hurt by weak enemies. So it's a way to get, if everyone's out of MP, it's good for long delves in the dungeon. So I may utilize that. I won't show it on screen up for you, though, so that you don't have to suffer while everyone gains MP very slowly. Alright, who's going to die? No one died yet. We're going to get rid of you. Okay, good. Not too bad. Yeah, statuses are so useful. That's why Juliet is extremely helpful in this. She just doesn't have any offense, or not any good offense besides her physical attack. Why don't we do Gem Missile, and that's it for there. Alright, we gotta forage in. We have a couple of ways we can go here, too. Ooh, disarm. Book. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, in here there are some ghosts, and the only one that's going to be able to attack them is All Anon, because he has elemental moves. We don't have any elemental weapons yet, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a quick opening of all my chests real quick, see what I have, and then if we get an elemental weapon, which is highly doubtful, I'll go in there, but if not, we're going to hold off on going in this way. We do need to go there, though, eventually. But the fights are just going to be long and arduous. That's the only reason I'm avoiding it, so be right back. Alright, so we got some new gear and some equipment shuffling, so I'm just going to show off what we have. Savage Dagger for the extra damage on Pissarro, because we got some better weapons on someone else that got it. And a Helm of Attack, which is pretty good. I don't remember everything I changed, by the way, but that's why I'm showing off everything, so figured I may as well. I think the mace may be different, I'm not sure. But you can see some other new stuff in the background, but they're not really worth it because there's not enough defense. Evasion, the evasion stuff, I'd rather have the defense over the evasion. Evasion is too chancy for me. Juliet's back onto regular dagger for now, because she's got her support spells and all that. We found a sturdy light plate that's going to give her defense really high up, and she does need it because she is decently fragile. So, I think we also got a damaged helm, but I think she may have worn that already. All Enon's now got the dagger instead of a club because it's slightly better damage, and maybe a damaged small shield I think might be new. But otherwise, yeah, nothing too new. Oh wait, and I think he got a cap of damage. That's what Christo got. I forgot about that. So he actually has decent attack right now. He's the closest thing we have to a fighter besides Pissarro himself, so yeah. But we do not have any elemental stuff, so we're not going to bother right now. So why don't we take the left side and ooh. First things first, let's get the treasure. Small metal. And a chest. Nice. Alright, for this, I'm probably going to fast forward through this. What these fights are is the slimes are going to be attacking us in massive groups, and all we're going to be seeing is All Anon using Windstorm to kill them all. So, to save you some time, I'm just going to get through them and just only show the bug over there who is going to actually act like a bit of a mini fight since there's a lot more than 2 ants in there if I remember right. So anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, so I attempted to steal from one of the Babbles, and I got a different type of fight than I wanted, so I figured I'd show off me possibly losing somebody here. We're actually not even going to bother stealing this time. We're going to go ahead and straight up attack one of the Babbles. You need to heal Juliet. Juliet, we got a stun. And missed on one, but that's okay. And let's go ahead and Wind Missile. That's not the worst. We gotta get rid of that Babble, and then we just have the Demon Ant now. Why don't you Antidote? There you go. And for this, blind him. That way he won't be too dangerous. We could Vine Totem to get some MP back here too, but now let's get rid of him. And there you go. Alright, so I'm not going to show the other one unless things get really hairy, so I'll be right back again. Never mind, I just leveled up. And also, my stamina's going to run out and get attacked immediately after this. Ooh, let's run. So I can show this off. Yeah, we'll stay back here, and let's look at our... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Woo! Let me just go ahead and really quickly do that. There you go. Sorry, the button's right next to the stat up button. Anyway, let's show off what the next thing I'm going to get in just a sec once I decide. Okay, I decided to get Remedity instead so that we can cure all bad statuses for the party if needed. Now, as for this, well, as usual, I'll show you this is the before, and I'll show you the after. And here's the after. Mostly just balancing out things for the most part, though, so nothing too big. Alright, yeah, the music gets weirdly loud. By the way, the music's actually louder than this normally. I'm actually having it at... By the way, the music's about to cut out. I have it at 50% right now of what it normally is because it is extremely loud otherwise. So, be grateful for that. Anyway, now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and take care of this Babble off screen, and then I will show you the bug fight next. Alright, that's all taken care of. Let's see How much of a difficult fight this will be. 4 of them. We surprised them, so we do have a little bit of leeway here, but not a lot. And because these guys are hard, and they all go at the same time, they could easily down almost anybody. So what I'm going to do is use the caltrops. For every one you have is 5 uses, so that was a good use right there. We already lowered our threat levels, and I think we're good. There you go. We don't have a very good area of effects, because even the wind magic that Alanin has is not that great. But we got some levels. Also, this random music plays every now and then when you finish, but not always. But everyone else leveled up. Our forge failed. Over here, this is poisonous, this is not. And we get a permanent stamina boost. It's okay. Anything good here? Some gold, but that's about it. What about over here? Nothing, but we do have some hidden items to grab. So we may as well do a run around here. You can avoid that trap completely. I'm just going to get the chest, the hidden items first. Which I think is here. Very good. And then we have a fight here, which can kill probably one of our guys, if we're not careful. How's our HP? Looking pretty good, but I will save just in case. In case this goes really badly. Alright, I'm actually going to do a reset because I don't want to go into this poorly. There we go. That's why you save. Alright, so I can't pickpocket yet. I know I could go... I know that's kind of ruining some of the fun here and there, but this fight's already hard. We didn't even get the ambush on them. Alright, so for this, you want to get rid of the small fry first. They do hit hard. They have a double attack, just like the ants. Very good. That's gone. And good, she had her turn first. She gained focus, which is the focus spell and the upper spell. Upper for single target defense. Focus for doubling intelligence. It helps with magic attacks better. I'm going to try and stun, though. It worked. Okay, good. By the way, off screen, in that last fight, I decided to use Vine Totems for everybody so that everyone's MP and HP are set up. I did that before the ant fight, by the way. For this, we're going to Windstorm, because I don't think it disrupts stun. It does not. Very good. I'm going to go ahead and try and steal from the big guy. Because as soon as we attack, it's going to be able to attack us. But we killed it. Okay, good. And at this point, I'm going to use Blind. Good. It missed. It missed. Alright, Gem Missile should kill it. And there you go. I know I'm making this look a lot easier, and it would have probably hurt a lot if I showed the pickpocket failing. But I'm not here for making fights artificially harder. There was already some actual hard fights in this game. Right now, I know enough of the game that I can get around it. Alright, I'm going to have to face these ghosts now. So Alanin's going to be the king here, other than some of the scroll uses. We're probably going to be using Firewall, Bolt, Side Slap to get through, because otherwise our moves won't work. So, as soon as we get in here, we're about to get hit. With a ghost! You can't see ghosts. So I'm going to try stealing. Didn't work. I'm going to show you Christo attacking. 0 damage, because neutral does not work. I just wanted to show that off. For her, I don't think it matters what we use. You can use... the gas potion won't work because he's immune to poison, but you can use an oil potion to do some basic damage too. However, she has some intelligence, so I'm going to use Side Slap. Alright. Oh, not too bad of damage here, and he could just use his Gem Missile. And there you go. They don't have much HP, but they're still a pain in the ass, especially when you're not prepared for it. I also almost guaranteed I can't get this forage. Yeah, because they're higher level. Alright, there's nothing else here. I used to think there's 2 ghosts there, but I guess I'm wrong. Also, those boulders are mostly a waste of space. It's kind of funny. Though, it'd be curious to find out if there's a ghost in there or something, but eh. Anyway, up here's done. All we got left is to the right now. So, just move this. And let's go. We're going to be probably attacked immediately. Yep. Alright, I'll meet you after the fight, unless it's something new. Ah, it failed. Well, you know what? I'll show it for now, because it... Oh, wait, never mind. You've seen this scenario before. Alright, I'll see you afterwards. Alright, I defeated and looted it. Over here, water, so you gotta look for hidden items. There you go. Almost always the case, anyway. Alright. There's another one of these birds. I'm gonna save again, just in case things go really bad. But I'll show this one off. I'm not going to pickpocket this one, because our pickpocket's apparently not high enough. Alright, this one's not too bad, but it'll show off the raven, probably, at least. I'm going to steal from... Oh, I couldn't steal from you. Okay, we want to get rid of him so we don't get poisoned. And nothing happened there, of note. Okay. I wasn't sure. I'm trying to make sure I can show off some of the enemies here and there. Trap. We can disarm. And we can lockpick. Alright. Let's go down first, because down has some things. We could disarm, or we could detect a hidden passage so we don't get hurt. Over here gets a little bit tough if I remember right. What we want to do is push through in, and there you go. And for shits and giggles, whee! But yeah, saving anywhere probably takes some of the challenge out of here somewhat. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this. I can't steal from you, so I'm going to attack. Alright, I'll show this fight off as well, because again, if we're not lucky, shit can happen. I'm going to try Lullaby. Oh, we got them all to sleep! This is going to be easier then. Sleep, unlike stun, can be disrupted if you attack, but doesn't always. So I'm going to go ahead and attack. You don't have to use anything right now, actually, so why don't you help with the attack on that same one. Good. And you could Windstorm. Alright. Both asleep? Yes, I'm going to go ahead and steal from you. Nice. Because he's the next one I want down. And now you can attack. Nice. Ow. A little bit of hits there. Sorry, I was fast-forwarding some. Gem Missile should kill. Alright. Do we level up? No, we do not. And I don't think I'll need to show this fight off. Nah, I'm not going to show it. But yeah, once you have some statuses, it's unnecessary to bother showing some of these fights sometimes. So, especially the repeats. I tried enough with the... Oh! And in here we get the Severus' sign. They did mention that Jive is also looking for Severus' sign. If you give it to Jive, he'll give you money. But if you give it to Severus, Severus will increase some of your out-of-battle skills. It's a set of different things. However, the Thief doesn't really need either money or the stats, so it really depends what you think you need. Personally, I always go for the stats, though. I find those more valuable. Because the money is just going to be paying for stats anyway, so... Anyway, disarm. Very good. I think there's a ghost here. No. Alright, I'll show you after the fight here. Never mind, this is a Pixie Mage. This is the first boss we fought in the beginning when we were trying to rescue what's-his-name. Trying to get the Signet. So, let me try Lullabying. It failed. And Magic Wave. Oh boy. Yeah, we're getting hit really bad. Once we get Heal Us, this won't be so bad, but... Okay, try muting. Alright. At least I'm showing this guy off to be actually tougher than he seemed when I fought him. I tried stealing, that's what happened. I'm gonna try stealing from you now, that you only can attack. Yeah, he still hits hard enough, but not so hard that it's worrisome. And also we can keep up with the healing. Why don't you sap him? And why don't you attack? There you... not very high. Did I get a steal in correctly? I don't think I got it. Oh, it doesn't have anything. I wasted my turn. Okay. Crystal could have healed, but that's okay. I'll heal out of battle. And yeah, attack. That didn't work. Gem Missile. Perfect. Alright. Now that that's taken care of, let's take a look. Got some gold. Don't use the switch yet. And a little bit more gold. Okay. We hit the switch. We're all set. So we took care of that, and we took care of that. All good. Yeah, let me heal real quick. Okay, fully healed up now, so why don't we take a look at this Babble? I think it's going to be a regular battle. Can I pickpocket? I cannot. And it's a normal fight, though this might be a little dangerous. As long as I survive the first round, I will not show this. Okay, I did. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, and with that fight, Pissarro is going to level up again. So I figured I'd show off our growths, because why not? Anyone that gets curious by that sort of thing. Ooh, and we're poisoned. Let me handle that real quick. There we go. Can I decipher? Yes, I can. Some money! And what else is here? Disarm. And a chest. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what we're going to get this time. I might be holding on to it, not sure. Okay, guys. I had a little bit of a crash, unfortunately, but so I had to redo a few things, so some things may have changed. But I am back to where we were, and I also decided to choose the 5 points to agility, because agility is pretty king. While I'm thinking of it, I'm going to save, just in case. Every now and then the game gets glitchy, especially when you speed it up the game and all that, so... But anyway, now for our out-of-battle stuff, I'll show that off, show the changes. And here's the changes. I might start going into hide soon, though, but... Oh. Sorry, sometimes my controller does that, so... But I'll pause next if it goes for a long time. But in any case, yeah. I may go into hide eventually, but otherwise I'm just focusing on getting these things a little higher. If we can get Persuade to 25 at some point, that would be perfect. I think there's a character that gives up your Persuade, but I'll have to look into that. For now, let's go ahead and get out of here. Also, yeah, I have to redo these. Fun fact, though, I had to redo up to back where we got the sign. I found out that some of the... Oh, we might get into a battle here, by the way. But I found out that some of the pots that gave you money is randomized, because I got more money than last time. Just giving you guys a heads up. Anyway. Small medal! I'll be saying it's a mini medal randomly, too. Anyway, we get a ghost. A ghost with the most? No, not really. Why don't we use an oil potion? You can't do anything. You really can't do anything. Let's just have you take care of it now. Thank you. Oh, I can actually forge from them now. Not that it matters. Alright. Why don't you steal? Steal works usually. You can use... Side slap? Yeah, you have okay int. Alright. I'm not going to use up all the scrolls, so I'm just going to attack with you. You're going to blaze me, that's fine. And gem missile. There we go. Right there. Okay. Anyway. No books. Alright, so here, depending what your specialization is, they decide to give you, like, a bunch of different options. Luckily, we're a thief. We can almost do all of them. Except for the bashing one. We're not going to bother... Oh, that's a hidden passage. You don't have to do what I'm doing, by the way. I'm just showing off. Depending what classes we play, we'll have different things like this, though. So, anyway... I think that's everything on this side, too. Alright, we have to get back. It's very easy to mess this up, but it's also not a hard thing to do. I think that's everything, because we took care of here. Yeah, and I got that chest. So all we have left is... Anytime you see this, it means there's bosses ahead. So why don't we go ahead and do a little bit of quick healing. I'm going to show it off on screen real quick, because it's not going to be very hard. Let's hide. And disarm. I'm going to risk it. Pickpocket? Yes! Alright, and we get some ants. That's not a big deal. It's just 2 of them anyway. It's not a big deal. I'm going to... You're going to have to just attack. I'm going to have you go ahead and stun them. Very good. Windstorm. Nice. And try to steal. Nice. Alright, he's going to wake up after this. But we got him. And Christo learned Heal Us! Yes! Oh, there's a reason why Heal Us is great. And oh, and she learned Slow All and Weak. That's where where Juliet just becomes amazing. Those are like some of the best skills that she's going to get. Anyway, we also did that. But the reason Heal Us is so good is it's the same level of healing as Heal, but it does the whole party, and it's only 2 more MP. That is just insane, honestly, compared to the Heal Us that you might know in other Dragon Warriors. That said, though, you do get like stuff like Heal Us More and Heal Us All still, so. But, alright. Anyway, it's time to go down here. Do I have enough detection? Yes, I do. I could skip this. It's just a mini maze there. But you'd be forced to get hurt at the end. And a hidden treasure chest. Alright. We're probably going to be forced to get hurt here, because I never have enough Decipher for this. Do I? Yeah. And if you try bashing it, it still will remain. So, let's take some damage. This is why Heal Us is available. And we're on the next floor. This is a treasure room, actually. And luckily I have there's a bit of a maze towards the end, but I have some notes, though. You might notice all these different areas and all. I'm going to save, because I think my pickpocket's out of date now, right? Yeah. I figured it was, but I wanted to test it to be sure. I'm not going to bother pickpocketing now. So let's just attack. Hide doesn't do anything with your pickpocket, by the way. So, but we did surprise the enemy still. Nice. In that case, I could try steal. Nothing. This guy can be a pain in the ass, but it's not too big of a deal. But yeah, Slow All is amazing. Slows all enemies. It does cost her a lot of MP, but it is still very useful. And Weak halves the attack, and it works on bosses. So yeah, we're going to keep that. Why don't we just attack? You can just Gem Missile. Alright, he gets a turn in. I'm going to try to steal it again. There we go. Christo, you need to heal Juliet. I probably could have just healed us, but whatever. And there you go. He's not too bad when you surprise him. I wasn't expecting to. Alright, let me just grab that back. Alright, another one. If it's the same exact fight, I'm just going to skip it. And we surprise him. Yeah, okay. Alright, the next guy's right here. I'm going to try pickpocketing. Nah, I'm not going to. I'm just trying to fight it. We got this guy, and this guy is a tough one. It's just a mushroom. But we're going to steal, since that didn't work. This guy is annoying because he has sleep skills just like Pissarro does, so if you give him a chance, he can fuck you up. So I could try muting him, but I think he's almost down. Ooh, we might get hurt. Just attack. Okay, we're good. Alright, I can unhide. And I'm actually going to try to pickpocket him. Oh, it failed. Alright, I'll show it off. Sleep powder. Yeah. Not great. This is where having these can help. But I think what we're going to want to do is first slow it down. Try to use the net. Ah, failed. You're not down yet. If we could slow him down, then we can wake up people without too much trouble. Status web on, let me see. Pissarro would be the best. I'm showing this off because why not here. Let's see. And now we could Remedity. Perfect. Alright. And at this point, just attack. Why don't you... Now, don't bother stealing. Just get the attacks in. It's already slowed, so why don't we use Sap, weaken him down. You're going to Gem Missile. By the way, in the last fight, one of the other fights, I regained a lot of MP for everybody. Yeah, we're in the back row, so our accuracy is pretty bad, too. The two main fighters, anyway. There you go. Alright, we finished that up. Why don't we go ahead... It's water. So, anything good? Yes! Intricate chest. There's nothing over here, just a trap. So, it's supposed to dissuade you from doing stuff. Alright, I'm going to open up a bunch of the chests we've been accruing and see if we get better gear before we continue. So, I'll be right back. Okay, we got some new gear around here, so I figured I'd quickly show some off. We got a... Actually, we get a better shield for him right there. But we got the Sword of Defense for Pissarro to give him a little extra defense. It's also the best damage right now, because everything else is less. And I don't need any of the other stat stuff, so... We also got a sturdy light plate because all the other ones I don't really need. I don't really need the 5 strength. I'm looking for the higher up stuff. Helm of Attack is still going, but we did find some circlets, which are better defense, but I may as well keep that and go with the extra defense for now. And I switched almost everyone to Pixie Cloaks so that we are immune to sleep, stun, and stasis and petrify. I don't know what stasis is very well. I can't understand it exactly, but sleep and stun resistances are good. Christo now has the Odd Mace, which is an extra critical hit chance, and is also the best damage he can do. Damage Buckler is the only shield he can get. I left this one on him still because I didn't really need to give him anything. Cap of damage, decided to give him a little more attack still. Pixie Cloak as well. Juliet, we got the Rod of Speed, which actually does a little bit more physical damage too. But the main thing is we want to make her faster. So that's what I went with. She got an upgrade in defense here. So with the small shield. Also got a circlet because the circlets are better defense. And again, Pixie Cloak. We ran out of Pixie Cloak, so I gave the Avoidance Cloak to All Anon. But we also gave him a Club of Speed. So he also has a little extra agility. Better shield. We're keeping him on the Tunic of Int for now because it's better intelligence and it's plus 15. 15 is actually useful. Circlet of Mine, it's better defense and gives him more intelligence for his magic attack. So there you go. Alright, now that we've done that, we can get to this next fight. Actually, this next one's going to suck. Because I don't have any resistances to what this is going to do. Right? No. Yeah, this is going to be our first fight where an enemy can actually auto-status you unless you have an immunity to it. Also, I'm not bothering pickpocketing, so let's show it off. Magic does a high-pitched squeal, and somehow it means we're muted. But it's not. So what I'm going to do, I can't even remedy on this. So what I think I should do in this case is, let's see. You should slow them down. It didn't work. Alright. She is very heavily invested with being able to unstatus, so she's going to unstatus Pissarro. You are going to go ahead and heal with an herb on Juliet. As for you, we'll try one more net. There we go, it's slow now. Now, we can Remedity. Everyone's cured. And we're good. Now, you don't actually have to do that. You could just attack instead. You'll get through. You'll be fine. It doesn't hurt too much. It's just a pain in the ass. But we can just kind of Gem Missile and bum. I should say done, not bum. But he is a bum. Alright. I think there's a ghost in here, if I remember right. Yes, there is! Alright. So, just steal. And why don't you don't have an element, right? Why don't you have decent mana? Why don't we use one of these moves? Bolt. There you go. A little bit of damage. Not great damage. I'm not going to use another scroll, though, so why don't you just attack? Do nothing. And Gem Missile should kill? Yes. Alright. So nothing. Got a book. Small metal. Oh, I forgot to decipher some scrolls. There we go. Sorry, I was going through that fast. I can lock. Alright, this guy again. If the fight's just one-on-one, I'm going to skip it. Skip showing it, but if not, I'll show. Ooh, it is different. Okay, I'm going to show this one off then. We're going to lullaby, because that's best I can do. Alright, we know who to focus down on now. Why don't you... it's hard to decide. Use focus on All Anon so that his attacks will be a little bit harder with Windstorm. Alright, not bad. I'm going to, of course, try to steal. Very good. Try attacking. Yeah. The speed is showing, though. That's for sure. I think maybe Juliet needs to be in the front row more. Alright, that wasn't as bad as it could have been. If you have the statuses going with you, it's fine. Alright, let's get some chests. We got Ancient Chest. Unlock it. Got another chest. Trap. More chests, and we're good. Ornate. Alright, some more stuff there. Alright, this guy's gonna be more the same, so again, I'll not show anything if it's the same type of fight setup again. It's slightly different, but nah. Alright, it's taken care of. I moved forward, and we have another guy, which we've probably fought, but let's see if it's anything different. I'm gonna try pickpocketing this time. Nah! Yeah, not too different, though. Okay, that was a little painful. Also, we got water here. Nothing. Okay. I don't think there's ever anything in the plants, by the way. Yeah, nothing. Alright, we got some repeats of attacks here. Everyone's at pretty good health except for Pizarro. I think I'm going to go through this, and then maybe I'll go back to town to sell some things, as well as get some new party members, just FYI. But let's see if this is a new fight or not. Nah. I was able to just stamp through that by just spamming attacks, so nothing too big there. Okay, we disarmed. Let's fight. Did we surprise? Yep, and it's a similar fight, so be right back. By the way, spamming Juliet's Slow All is extremely useful for a lot of these fights, when you're able to. And this is probably going to be a very similar fight again, right? A little different, but not very. And with that fight, we leveled up one more time. So you know the drill by now. Let's loot. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Again, sorry, it's literally right next to it. But what I meant to do was this. Let's go instead and see what new ability I get. Okay, I decided to hold off this time. I'm going to save up for Steel Gold. So I'll see about that later. But now let's do a before and after here. Alright, and here's the after. You can make your you can see what the difference is that way if you need to go back and forth. Check the video. But my reasonings at this point is mostly just balance and running out of things I could increase, because like I can't get pickpocket any higher right now, so I'm gonna see what I can do about that later. Anyway, I'm gonna check the equipment we just unlocked and face a ghost. I don't need to show this though. Okay, the ghost is dead, although I'm gonna save. And all the equipment I unlocked had nothing really interesting in it, so nothing too bad there. Let me hit a switch. And there's more to this floor, but if you face this guy, you can then use these... Well, actually, why mention that when I could just show you? Let's show here. This tablet is inscribed with ancient runes. Left coffin, quarter turn clockwise. Right coffin, quarter turn counterclockwise. Essentially, it's telling you the directions to how to navigate around here, especially just for the what do you call it? The main treasure room where you get a lot more stuff. However, since I've played this before, sorry, I'm just checking behind here. I've played this before, so I know all the combinations. I'll show off all the ones that are worthwhile. But otherwise, if you get them wrong, you end up back down here, which is just a dead end to get yourself hurt. So that's why they try to dissuade you from, you know, guessing willy-nilly. But, you know, since you could save scum it, you could just do that too. And over here's to the next floor. However, I'm going to return to town first, sell off some goods, see about switching up party members or not, and I'll show you any changes or anything new that might pop up, including hidden treasures. So, be right back. Oh, before I forgot to mention, I do get town portal scrolls sometimes, so that's an easy way back, but you can run back without too much trouble too. Oh, and also, all these stat seeds, I almost always give just to our main hero so he can survive. However, I might change that up and give it to anyone I know I'm going to permanently keep. So, we'll see. But anyway, do this, and we're back in town. Alright guys, I've returned to town, and I did a little bit of rearranging and whatnot. I decided to go ahead and bring in Jet Solo as our next party member over Christo. We won't need Christo as much, or shouldn't anyway. He's definitely for easier times, but when we have enough money, you're fine. So I went ahead and equipped him up. Here's just some of the stuff that you can see for him. He gets to attack twice, but he doesn't get an extra shield, but that's okay. And he's going to be one of our better attackers for this. For skills, he has steel and steel gold, like what we're supposed to be able to get later. However, his steel gold does not actually work. It's a bug. It doesn't work. I've tried it several times. It just doesn't. So don't worry about that. But he's generally just another fighter, but he's pretty good. Now, so for other news, he actually boosts up our some of our out of battle skills, mostly the ones that we already are good at. So he's actually good for that, for extra pickpocketing, lockpick, and I think disarm traps as well, but not forage. So, but in any case, I wanted to show that off, and so now we can actually steal from some people. So, one of them is you. The innkeeper just gives us generic stuff. We could also steal. We probably always could steal from this guy, but he gives us a generic thing here. Something I didn't show last time. If you try sneaking up on her.
Silly stranger, I can always sense your presence.
So yeah, you can't steal from her. The other person that's important that you could go ahead and steal from is not there, but over here. We got a treasure hunter's guidebook. It's one of those unique items, and one of the first we get to have. It can improve skills, so we use it. I feel adept. More ability points by 4. Nice. What can we put into? Well, I'll show off what I put into in just a second. Okay, I could only really put into a couple skills, but I decided to actually put a little into hide now, too, just to give us a little extra. And mostly into detection. So that's another great thing. Also, we can now open this, which means nothing here. But we get a bullwhip, which is almost useless now. But the good thing about it is it attacks twice. And if you equip one good weapon that has a higher attack to replace the Club of Mind, and then put this with the pair it with the bullwhip, well, that's what you get. You get a little extra damage out of this. So, little fun thing there for now. Anyway, I believe that's everything, but I'll pause to make sure before I definitely confirm. Here we go. Okay, I forgot. We got the sign, so why don't we turn it in?
You have recovered my sign.
Sorry, wrong voice.
This is highly unexpected. In repayment,
Oh, and see, his sign actually even goes up now.
I will let you read from one of my many books. Which will you care to read?
We could do runes, which is deciphering. Tome of blocks for pickpocketing, traps, and charisma. We have it all. Hard to decide here, but I am leaning towards persuasion, because persuasion will be useful for a decent amount of time, and we also could put less into it later. So, yep, 5. And there you go.
Thank you again for the sign, Pissarro.
Am I able to... Nope, not yet. I had to try. Also, I think I have some mini medals, don't I? Yeah, so why don't we turn those in? I think we're going to get the boomerang now, which is... Again, it exists, alright. Alright, 8, and with 5 we get the boomerang. But, alright. I think that's about everything. Oop, a little hidden item here. May as well. Okay, and one more thing I forgot to show you. Right around the corner from the inn is this location. It's for another unlocking a spot. I'm going to have to heal after this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Found it back. 5. I can do one more. 6. Now I actually have to heal, and this is where not having Christo kind of sucks. But we can make it across and then just use the inn now. Woo! Okay. And another hidden one, right in the graveyard now. And over here in the swamps, we got another bag right here, right near Jive the Thief. Alright, I think that's all the hidden treasure chests we can get, but at this point now, we probably can go ahead and spread our wings to go to the next area. Keep in mind, it's not like anything big, it's just a cave that respawns stuff, but we could go ahead and fight a group of ants. This is going to be tough, we're probably going to lose some people here. Let's find out. Oh, Jet gets to go first, really? But we're just going to have him attack for now. Very good. I'm going to have you attempt a lullaby. Alright, only 2 of these are going to attack. And they missed. Okay, we're good, we're good. Why don't we slow all? Slow is just too amazing. We can now Windstorm. And you can just start working these down. And why don't you just go ahead... I could steal now. Why not? Style on him a little bit. Really? She couldn't hit? Alright, boom. And now we made it past, and we even get a couple levels. Also, Juliet learned Discord, which lowers the intelligence of your enemies. Well, actually, I was about to go further, but I just looked at the time. So why don't I save exploring further for next time? Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you are enjoying Hellion. Hellion? Yeah, Hellion! No. I was about to say Hellion, and then I was like, no, Hellion, and then I just couldn't say it. But I hope you've been enjoying Hellion. I will see you next time.